Hey everybody, it's Brian here for Chuck Rants. Today I want to talk about how this impeachment has just burnt out what was left of the mind of every Democrat in this country. In fact, we've seen it with the Stormy Daniels investigations, Avenatti. We've seen it with, the Mueller report. We've seen it with, even before the Mueller report, the whole dossier. And how the Mueller report pretty much just kind of threw that out the window. Then we saw with poor Judge Kavanaugh. The Democrats have done nothing since the day that man has walked down the stairs, but talk about how they are going to remove him from office. And every day, Mr. Schumer, Chuck E. Cheese Schumer himself, goes up there and says how they demand this, they need this, they want this, they need these people, and they could have 50,000 people walk through their door, and they will not get anything that doesn't exist. And the 70% of the country that is moderate in the middle, I think, is finally starting to say that we've watched this over and over again. In fact, more people tuned in for Kavanaugh's hearings than are in this impeachment right now. Hannity beat the impeachment, and that's a 1-hour show. His ratings beat all of the people that were combined yesterday watching the impeachment trial. And this doesn't happen all the time. So, basically you got hundreds of millions of dollars being spent to get airtime to these lunatics on the left that is really money being spent on Donald J. Trump's campaign. Because every single time something like this happens, he raises in the polls. Every single time that we get to this stalemate on information, they look like they're desperate. And things are great. We had 9 months of an election. The economy's kicking butt. Everyone I talk to has plenty to do at work or plenty of opportunity to advance in work. There is less worry about a global war. People are starting to begin to realize that China is a bigger threat to this country than Russia. And the simple fact is that we've already come to agreements on trade with China. And, the next 4 years will probably be a military alliance with China. And China knows that if they need to bring back their roaring economy, that they need to be more intertwined with us, like Japan has done, Vietnam, Taiwan, because all of those countries, we've propped up and protected and have stayed pretty safe, especially from those two big shadows in their corner. And, we have just gotten to the point now where even I can't watch these hearings. Today, I'm not going to watch them. And I have no real, I'll listen to probably Ben Shapiro later on, and then a little bit of Mark Levin tonight. And really, the only reason for that is because I just want to get like 20 minutes of the real topics for today. But no matter what these people do, the 15% that is dug in on the liberal side, they're not going to win this fight because you cannot take blood from a stone. And the 15% on our side, we know this. And we're walking around, everything's great, we're happy, we're going out, we're spending money. They're still waiting for literally for the sky to fall. So we're winning two ways. We're exhausting the American public of all this BS. And we're living happy, healthier lives. Where on the other side, they're realizing that just because you've been in power for this long doesn't mean that you're guaranteed to stay in power. And they're walking around miserable. I mean, these people are there's no pleasure in their life at all. And that makes me very happy to know that the 2 or 3 years of crap I had to listen to is finally affecting them. In fact, if you go to DC right now, I bet you the prescription rate of Lexapro, Ativan, all these antidepressants is probably through the roof because these people have just dug themselves into an early grave with stress and grief and this whole Chicken Little mentality that the best payback as a conservative will be another 4 years with this president. And hopefully after that 4 years, someone that is willing to fight for the country like he has, and the misery of this liberal left. So Democrats and Democrat leaders, you did this. This is your fault. And had you guys just stayed a little bit sane in all of this, maybe you would have got more done on your agenda. But this guy don't owe you nothing. And I pray to God he never, ever, ever, like he did with the wall, steps down, slows down, and tries to appease to you. Because you guys just don't deserve it at this point. You really don't. So that's my rant. And I hope you guys have a great weekend. And looking forward to the Super Bowl. All right? Be good. Thank you.